Welcome to the OKSB OKSB Podcast, the show about absolutely nothing, but the show that is absolutely everything. I'm your host, Drew. Guest today is Cornell.
What's up, family?
Welcome back. If you guys like what we do, like, comment, share, all that good stuff, because it's good karma. Okay. With that out the way, I hit you with the Q&A. You got to hit me with something?
All right, I got some questions for you. I got some questions. All right, let's start off. Let's take it light.
All right.
Would you rather be able to speak any language or communicate with animals?
Communicate with animals, for sure.
Also, like Dr. Dolittle?
Without hesitation, because I kind of feel like at that point, if I could communicate with animals, I could pretty much rule the world. Say right now, Russia, right? Russia and Ukraine. All I have to do is, and the bears, you know how many bears are in Russia? Like, Putin, if you don't cut it out, I'm going to get the bears on you. You understand? Do you want those problems, Putin? Pooty poo? You don't. You don't want those problems.
You're right.
I'm in the ocean. I get whatever I want. No one would ever mess with somebody who could talk to orcas. Never.
Now, those are some badass animals.
They're psychos. They are water psychos. And I could talk to them. I could communicate with them.
You know what? you changed my point. I was going to go on some philosophical stuff, go anywhere in the world, travel, talk the native language.
What would you?
I was thinking speak any language, in the world. But then, thinking about it, I think I'd have way more fun.
The animals,
yeah,
bro. The animals, bro.
Yeah.
Because then too, you could go out into the wilderness and really chill. You know what I mean? Like, you never have to really worry like that.
Right.
If you're out and about.
Right.
Just be like, yo, we're chilling, bro. We're chilling.
A squirrel come up to you. There's some coyotes over the hill, man. They don't look too friendly. You might want to bug out.
Yeah. Or you can't arrest a little monkey. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. You see where I'm going with this?
I already see. Yeah.
Yo, whatever I want. Yo. It gets me that bag. You know what I mean?
The schemes are endless.
The schemes are endless, bro.
I get it.
The schemes are endless.
You definitely changed my mind on that one.
And because, the thing is, with apps now, what's the point of knowing every language, bro? With these apps, you could just talk into a thing and it'll translate for you.
You're right, but nothing can translate
to
lion.
Nah.
Damn.
Yeah,
okay.
I would talk to them.
Take
animals,
safari.
bro.
Let's take safari to a whole new level.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. Smooth. All right. How about this one then? Would you rather walk in on your parents or have your parents walk in on you?
That's a good one. I kind of feel like me walking on them.
You don't want them to see how you get down?
At all.
No?
At all. I grew up in a very, don't ask, don't tell environment.
Uh-huh.
I know some people and their parents got this thing where they can openly talk about whatever. Mom, I just left so-and-so's house. Fuck.
Yeah.
He had all them inches.
I've been witness to those type of conversations.
Yeah, bro. It makes me uncomfortable. I feel like the parent-child dynamic should always have that boundary. You feel me?
No matter the age. Even if you
I don't care. Yeah, I'm not, you know what I mean? We shouldn't just, there's some things I just don't want to talk about,
Okay.
So I rather walk in on them because I still have the upper hand. I'm not naked.
Okay.
Yeah. You
And
feel
have
me?
them walking on you. Have you ever been walked on in before? And not just parents, maybe like a roommate or whatever.
It wasn't my parents.
Okay.
It wasn't my parents. So, all right. So basically, this person, they had one of them downstairs apartments.
Yeah.
And so we're down there, we're hanging out or whatever. And at the time, this was only my second partner and I was her first, right? So we're downstairs and for the longest time, it would just be a regular thing. I would come downstairs, we would hang out. The parents knew I came over, but every time I came over, it would just get a little further and further. And then we got comfortable. You understand? Because up until this point, nothing happened. Nobody ever came down. Every time somebody came down, there was an announcement. Hey, dinner. you know?
Okay.
And then
put some respect on it.
And then this one time, bro, it was just too late. It was just too freaking late. You know what I mean? And then I knew I was done because my belt, my fucking belt, dude, it got caught on my kneecap. And with the jitters and the nerves, bro, I just, I tried.
Yeah, you tried, but it just wasn't.
And he was already halfway down the stairs.
Oh, it was Pops?
Pops, bro. Daughter's Pops.
That's scary.
At that point, I accepted my fate. I turned my T-shirt into like a mini skirt, like a male mini skirt. I swear to bro, I was like, in my adolescent brain, I am going to make this work as far as possible. He's just going to think I'm wearing a skirt and we're just going to continue watching this Disney Channel. And what made matters infinitely worse than it already is, bro, mind you, the dad suffered an accident at work and he got workers' compensation. He acquired a disability from work.
Right.
So when he saw what happened, he couldn't really communicate like a normal person. So all I heard was like this gut wrenching. Oh. It haunts me.
That sounds tough.
Yeah. And so here I am hearing this gut wrenching father scream. I'm in my male T-shirt skirt in full shame mode. I go back upstairs, the worst, most awkward conversation ever. And their family was pretty religious at the time anyway. And basically the conversation turned from like, oh, so since this is what y'all doing, I guess y'all like together for good. Like, that's it. That's it. And of course, I'm just going along with it because I want to go home eventually. Like, I don't know what these people are capable of.
Right.
I just got caught with their daughter. They're super religious. I don't know what might happen after this. I'm just going along with it. And then it took a couple months to finally be like, yo, this is just too early for me. I just started life. You know what I mean? I didn't think this was going to happen. So I think looking back on it, moral of the story is I much rather have had that be my own parents than somebody else's parents. Yeah.
That's tough.
That's heavy.
I got caught once before, and the girl's parents was also super religious, different religion than mine. At the time, I was Christian, and then she was Muslim. I got caught by the mom. The mom said, "I'm going to hold it down. I'm not going to tell anybody." 2 weeks later, the whole family upped and moved. Gone. They cut her phone off. I had cut her phone off. No Facebook, no Twitter, nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell happened? Where did she go?
Out, bro.
3 months down the line, she finally got her phone back. Said, I live in Washington now. They couldn't fathom that it happened with she said if it was okay if I was Muslim too. Yeah. But since I wasn't, it was they just had to disappear. Yeah. They had to leave the whole community out. It was just wild.
Damn, you made somebody think about that. You made somebody move. You made somebody relocate.
Up and gone.
Did you ever feel bad about it?
I felt, of course.
I'd feel terrible.
You uproot your whole family. They've been there for their whole life. Because of you and your dirty dick. Some heretic comes and smashed their door. And then now they got to get up and go. It was like.
Yeah, they had the shaitan himself up in that house, son.
Yeah, so. Oh, man. That was tough. But, life moves on.
Yeah.
I hope she's doing well.
Hope she's doing well, too.
All right, check this out. You brought up the cinematic Marvel universe.
Yes, MCU.
So, outside of the Marvel universe, what universe would you prefer to be in? That's Marvel, DC, you have Power Ranger universe. Where would you rather be to see the action going down?
Dragon Ball Z for sure. Okay. That whole universe goes crazy, bro. That whole universe, because the thing is like Endgame was cool and all.
Right.
Goku ends that with one spirit bomb, like that whole thing.
I would agree, but I think just being on Earth, Earth has blown up so many times and been brought back.
Yeah.
I find it would be wild to live on that type of existential like dread.
Dread constantly.
You know, it's like, okay, who just showed up on this planet? How many days do we have left? You know?
Yeah, but in Dragon Ball Z now, the battles aren't even happening on Earth no more. Like they're so OP now that they kind of started leaving Earth alone now. Like now they're fighting in space.
Oh, so more universal scale now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah,
MCU is constantly, bro.
Yeah,
they got creatures growing out of it like it's like for real Gaiga, Mother Earth.
Yeah.
You know, out of the ocean now. It's a lot
it's a lot going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I would not want to live in like it'd be cool, you know what I mean? Ish. But at the same time, I'd much rather be in Goku's universe, the Dragon Ball Z universe.
You know, I tell you, at least the sun shines out there. I was thinking Gotham. I
couldn't do DC. Could not do DC,
universe?
bro. No, because I kind of feel like the villains there are too personal. Like MCU villains, they kind of go after the heroes, but DC villains oftentimes they'll go after the people first to get the hero out. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, you might just go to the bank one day, try to deposit a check, and next thing you know, you in a mass hostage situation.
Yeah. They're always holding somebody up. They're always robbing, stealing, pillaging, you know?
Right.
And every single villain has like a gang. So you got to think, what's that gang out doing? How are they getting their money? Oh, they're messing you up. On top of that, Superman has no regard for people's vehicles, bro. He constantly just picks shit up and throws it.
Could you imagine?
Bro, you have lasers out of your eyes. Why are you picking up my Toyota?
Could you imagine your car insurance living in what was that, Metropolis?
Yeah.
Superman is. They literally have to have like superhero insurance. Like, was your vehicle totaled in a battle today? No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have all these superpowers and you're still throwing around cars? Come on, bro. Do better.
True. Hulk too. Hulk, he just...
Yeah, Hulk does the most
there's not enough insurance, collateral insurance for whatever
the Hulk
goes
too.
on. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Dragon Ball Z universe. I got it.
But you know what would be my dream scenario though, kind of off topic but on topic, is how like coincidentally the MCU is doing this multiverse thing and DC is doing their multiverse thing now.
Right.
I would love for like one of the two universes to like something happens, right? And then like a portal comes through and Superman just gets hit with like an Infinity Stone or something crazy. And then Superman's like, yo, what was that? Yo, it just took out half of Gotham. Yeah, it took out some of Metropolis too. What's in that portal? And they look through the portal and then they just see like Doctor Strange there or something. And then close the portal real quick. MCU, DCU,
okay.
Marvel versus DC. Because they're both traveling between universes now.
Justice League versus the X-Men.
Justice League versus Avengers.
Justice League versus Avengers.
And X-Men, all that, yeah.
We hold intellectual property to that idea.
At least 2%.
So
I'm not greedy.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do.
All right, next up. Give up going out during the day or give up going out during the night?
Give up during the night. 10 out of 10. I actually don't like drinking at night. It's when the demons come out. Even though I'm
drunk. Night, that's when that's the relaxation time. That's when everybody's outside. That's when you get I think the true interactions come out at night.
You're not wrong because more people are drunk also at night, but that's also the problem is because too many people are fucked up. And there's always this portion of the night where things just get too chaotic, too crazy. Mm-hmm. And even like the drunk person who thinks that he's the savior in the situation, 10 times out of 10 is making everything worse. So, and not only that, but you always get caught drinking and driving at night. You never get caught during the day. If you're swerving during the day, people just think that you're sleepy driving.
Okay.
Caveat to that, I am not advising anybody to drink and drive during any circumstances.
Nope.
All I'm pointing out is that no one ever gets a DUI during the day except for Florida.
Oh, it goes down in Florida. It's
Yeah.
40s all day in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, I would personally rather give up going out during the day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, doesn't society make you give up during the day anyway? Like, you're already living it.
Yeah,
like,
true. Yeah, I'm not with the whole high noon sunshine. It's just very irritating to me. I'd rather bask in the moonlight. That was my and then,
Spotlight, moonlight.
ooh, classic. Okay.
Yeah. Nah, I feel that. I don't know. There's something about being next to a body of water during the daytime and getting drinks in my system, but also my drink selection changes if I'm during the day. If I'm during the day,
That is true.
yeah, like, bro, I'm not drinking that liquor during the day. I'm more likely drinking wine during the day. Bro, a wine day drunk is, ladies have been onto something for very long. Very long. Listen, there is very little on this earth that feels as good as being day tipsy off that wine. I mean, it is a sick combo. Ladies, y'all onto something with that
Wine and those bottomless mimosas at brunch.
Yup.
I've had mimosas. My first mimosa I had it about 2 years ago. A
Change your
bottomless one.
Change your life. Change your
I
life.
always judged it. Throw back to the judging. That's a weak drink. That's a ladies' drink. They don't know what they're doing.
No.
12 of them bitches later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
And in a good space too.
Oh, yeah.
And fucked up in a good, like a happy, chill.
The drink is yellow, the sun yellow, your scrambled eggs yellow. Everything is good. You know what I mean? Like, everything is just good.
No. Still
No.
during the day. I trade the mimosas for margaritas and go to town there.
Day margaritas are what's up, too.
Man, listen, you're making me teeter-totter, man.
You can ask the other question. I'm going to just check the cameras real quick.
All right, check this out. Would you rather be royalty 1,000 years ago or a common man in the next 50?
Wait, how long ago again?
1,000 years ago,
Oh.
you're royalty. Or
No.
just be the common man.
Common man in 50 years, hands down. Listen, I'd rather be me now than royalty 1,000 years ago. Because royalty, even a royalty 1,000 years ago, your deodorant was like rose petals, bro. Everything smelled like ass. Everything smelled like ass. No cell phones, no cheeseburgers.
You wouldn't. Maybe you would. Okay. Knowing what you know now, let me rephrase it. Knowing what you know now.
Yeah.
Would you rather be royalty 1,000 years ago?
No, not even close, bro. I would never. And then you gotta think about this too, bro. Everything back then smelled like ass. The food was garbage. Even royal food was garbage. They were like boiling goose. You know what I mean? Like, that was the lit meal back in the day. Music, nothing. You want to get lit? You had to summon a violin player. No Netflix, a jester.
That's live entertainment. What are you talking about?
It was trash. And not only that, the language just took too long to get to the point. All this thy stuff.
It was more eloquent.
But 1,000 years, that's too eloquent. And not only that, bro, oh gosh, then you had to worry about all them diseases back then and stuff. I mean, you're not thinking about the diseases. And your life expectancy, bro. Even if you were royalty 1,000 years ago, you could only enjoy it for like 10 years, really.
Yeah. And then you had to put the politics behind you. Might worry about your brother stabbing your back for the throne.
Yeah. And guns were trash back then. Actually, they didn't even have guns back then. So if you were going to die by the sword, you were really going to die by a sword. That wasn't a figure of speech back then. You really were going to die by the sword. Son, I'd much rather get shot now than to ever get sliced.
That does look painful.
I'd never want to get freaking stabbed or sliced up. Shoot me. That's why I love America.
If you had to go out
In America, at least you have the choice of being shot or stabbed. In the UK, it's just stabbing with the kitchen stabber.
They got some long things over there under them trench coats.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
They're still going at it like it's back then.
Gotta respect them for that. They're real with it. That's real.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking. I would think it's more fun. You get away with more as being royalty. You know, you get to demand. You get to acquire.
Yeah.
Imagine waging war. You know, the actual battlefield, the glory of it. You know, riding in on horseback, spear fights, jousting. I'd like to take part in an actual joust fight. I think that's pretty dope.
But the good thing about now is I could partake in all those things for a few dollars at some medieval thing, and once I get my fix, I go back home.
What's that big like fun place, medieval times, whatever?
I don't know, but I know they're out there, right?
You could go and you could pretend to be whatever, and there's an actual joust match in front of you.
Yeah, you get to do all of that,
and then go
but
home.
then still come back home to Wi-Fi. Whereas back then, I would still be stuck with my stinky ass palace. I don't care how nice the palace is. If it still smells like ass, it smells like ass.
Point taken.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Here we go. 10 years with your ideal soulmate, then single forever, or 10 one-night stands every year for 10 years, and then still single forever.
Soulmate. Yeah.
10 years with your ideal soulmate.
Yeah.
And then be single forever.
Yeah.
Then 10 one-night stands every year for 10 years. So it's 100 one-night stands you could choose from.
Yeah.
Anybody you want, and then that's it. Single forever.
Nah, I would still do 10 years with the soulmate.
You don't think that would be too heavy of a loss on the heart? Like 10 years with your soulmate, that the type of happiness and tranquility and peace you've achieved.
Yeah.
And then to have that taken away from you.
I know. But here's the thing though, is that there's people that like I have family members that have loved, and their person left. Their person's not around anymore. And they never remarried, you know what I mean?
Right.
I kind of feel like one night stands and sex and all that, that's easily attainable. Like that's easy. Mm-hmm. But like 10 years of love though, you know, that's insanely hard. That's rare. You know what I mean? Like sex is easy, but love is rare. So, and it's not something money could buy. So I definitely feel like I would take 10 years with the soulmate and then rock out forever alone.
I've batted that question in my head back and forth for a couple of days, thinking like what I led with. Would the loss be too heavy on my mental?
Oh, it would be tough, man.
Would I have the strength to get over it, or would I wallow not so much in sorrow, but just knowing nobody else would be able to live up to the experience of what I just had?
And you know, the worst part about it is that there's millions of people who walk this planet with that exact conundrum. You know, they were married for 10 plus years with their soulmate, and then they died, you know? So, but they move on though. You know, it's not like we have to ponder. It's not like we have to think, you know, I can't imagine what that's like, but it's not impossible. That's the good thing. It's not impossible, but it would just be, you know, what's that saying? It's better to
have loved and lost than to never have loved at all.
See, there you go. Yeah. I think even though I don't think I've ever experienced true love, I think that if I could, I would, and I would definitely choose that over like never experiencing it. You know what I mean?
That's pretty deep.
Yeah.
That's pretty deep. Okay. That means I got one more for you. Now this one here. Take a little time and soak this in.
Let me chew on it.
Save your best friend's life.
If
it meant 5 strangers would die. Or save 5 strangers if it meant sacrificing your best friend.
Damn. That's a good fucking question, man. You know, no bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. I don't think I'd be able to like... Damn it, dude. Why are you doing this to me? No bullshit. That's 5 lives. Like, I don't think I could live with myself having to choose 5 other people over one person, even though they mean a lot to me. I think the reason why I would have to sacrifice my best friend for 5 other people is that that's 5 other people that would have to endure what I had to endure. Like if I choose 5 other people, then that's 5 other people's best friends. Versus just one best friend for me. It's more like it would hurt me, but I'm the type of person that always like I'm constantly thinking about another person's like feelings and stuff before mine. So
Okay.
it would suck. I would never want this to actually happen, but yeah, I would probably sacrifice my friend to save 5 people.
This one I thought about answering myself, and I've been on both sides. Because I like to think of what happens beyond, kind of like that love question: can I endure afterwards?
Right.
You know. So my train of thought is this: whatever the situation is, I save my best friend.
Yeah.
Because I've known him for years, him, her, whatever, and the guilt.
Yeah.
Either takes over my best friend or takes over me. For whatever decision I had to make, we know, there are 5 dead people now.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though you don't know them from a hole in the wall, that still weighs heavy on your conscience.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Or if I flip it the other way and say, you know what? For the greater good. You know? Sacrifice the few to save the many.
Yeah.
My best friend, you got to go. We've had a good life.
Yeah.
But there's 5 other people that got to continue theirs.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, that same weight is on me.
Yeah.
It's like, now I'm thinking, I didn't even know. What if they don't say thank you? What if I've never talked to these people again?
Yeah.
You know, now I'm thinking the times I could have had with my best friend.
Yeah.
You know, and can I sustain that?
You know what? I would make them be my best friend. Fuck that. If I just spared y'all,
We'd have to be.
I'm making all of y'all best friends, and you got to Venmo me every week. Something. Workers' compensation. Something.
Right.
'Cause I just went through something traumatic. I need some recompensation.
Yeah, it's going to have to pay for my therapy sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
well, whichever way, it's pretty.
So in the end, you might get a bag in the end. I mean, it's going to suck.
That bag is going to suck. That's one of these suckiest bags.
That is going to be a sucky bag.
Eesh.
You're going to have to pour one out for your bestie every time. But, he's not going to remember, though. He or she's not going to remember.
You know, they're gone.
They're gone.
That's the peaceful part.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put a situation on it because then train tracks are this or
yeah,
robbery,
no, because then the way things go down, that adds another factor, right? Because if the way people die, that changes everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I'm not gonna watch like my friend burn to death. Like I'm sorry.
I think that adds a little bit of bias. However, I don't know you guys, but I'm sorry.
Yo,
not happening.
Nah, not today.
Yeah, not today.
Not today.
We're doing a survey around the country on the way population handles themselves and speaks and deals with their friends and interact with their peers.